made it to the weekend, y'all. Look at Falls Park showing off so pretty. It is Friday. It is a gorgeous fall day, and you've got the ladies taking over again. Megan Heidelberg alongside Miss Brady, Godfrey, Jamarcus, enjoying one final day of vacation. And Brady, we've made it through.
We've made it through the week.
A couple crazy weeks. Only cheated on the diet every day because we're gonna get to that and get it fixed. So how's life with 3 boys and no internet?
Well, you know, life with 3 boys and no internet's not that much different. It's just it's a lot more outside.
Yes, which y'all are outside lovers anyway. So
you know, I tell people, I'm like, the wiffle ball and the football, like it might do me in, but we'll get there.
Yes,
we'll get there.
Yes, we'll get there, and then all the schoolwork,
and then all the schoolwork and all the stuff.
How did you manage to? Because you know, if y'all haven't watched the show a lot, Brady Godfrey is like our health nut, but she keeps it real, which is why I keep having you on because you give us great ways to get our protein in and do stuff, but you're not going to be like, you can never have sugar.
Right. We don't want to be restrictive. You need to be able to live a life too, you know?
Yes. How were you able to do it and eat all this healthy stuff when we didn't have power?
So, you know, I talked to a lot of people about this, and it wasn't great. Like, even for me, I couldn't get all the things. Like, I did have my refrigerator plugged up, luckily.
Yes.
But it was just trying to do the best you could with under the circumstances.
And did you notice a lot of restaurants I would go to and try to order salads, they were out of lettuce. They couldn't get their lettuce in.
They couldn't get their lettuce in, and it was really making me nervous for a second. But it was, and I'm telling people now afterwards, you know, it was like, you know, this 2-week kind of, I feel like now, probably like the end of this week, we're all kind of trying to get back to normal a little bit. I know we don't have internet still, but like food and everything, we're lucky to have all that situated. But it is getting back to the basics.
Right.
And not beating yourself up about the last 2 weeks.
But it's just crazy because then you start to crave good stuff.
You do.
You know what I mean? So you have a great bowl that you were going to make.
Yes,
you keep things simple.
So simple because you were asking about like how do we manage this, especially with the crazy kids and everything, and you got to keep it simple.
Yes.
And it doesn't need to be complicated. Whatever your wellness goals are, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're just trying to adopt a healthier lifestyle, it still needs to be simple.
Okay.
The more complicated you make it, the more room for failure. And I don't want you to have to we don't need to think about food every second of the day.
Now you have a scale. Why do you have a scale here?
So my scale, people sometimes get freaked out, but it is my thing. Like, I don't like to guess at things.
Right.
It's like, I don't understand the point of guessing like your amount of protein, because one, most people can either be underestimating or overestimating, and a lot of times they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can have all that, and I'm like, yes. Like, they don't realize how much they can have.
Right.
So, you know, this one is a scale I think I got on Amazon, but
I think I ordered one too, and it's still in the box in the cabinet. But first step, I did order one. Okay.
First step, you did order one.
I did order one.
But you'll take, like right here, I've got ground beef and rice. So like we'll start with ground beef. Let's do ounces. This does grams and ounces, but I don't have my little calculations in my head.
And so we don't do math on
I don't do math that well. I have to use it. So.
And see, this is why
this is leftovers that I had the other day, and I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. So let's say that's like 5 ounces of protein right there.
Okay.
So I usually do 4 to 5, whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Okay, and then I redo it. The rice I am going to do in grams.
Because protein, like you want more rices when you may want to make sure you're kind of getting the helping a little bit, because you can tend to maybe go a little bit over.
And people freak out about carbs and stuff. You don't have to have rice in there. I just sometimes when it is a good filler, and for boys it's a good filler. These are black beans. I don't know why they're leaking, but whatever.
More protein.
So a little bit fiber.
Okay.
Protein. Right. If you don't want to do beef, you can do beans. Whew.
And y'all, we're putting this on the website too, so we got a good recipe. So after the show, you can go to yourcarolina.tv and you'll see the website, or you can also go to bradygodfrey.com. She has her reset method and has all things. So add an avocado, because that's just going to be great.
I like mixing up my greens. Like today, we'll do arugula.
Okay.
I just like the
flavor. What if you don't like arugula?
Then just do asking for a friend. You really don't like arugula?
It's the spice.
I know, some people don't like it. I love it. Then you just use whatever lettuce.
Okay.
You can do whatever. I mean, I'd rather you do like a romaine or something that gives a little bit.
I used to do like the, what is it, just the normal, but then you said that didn't really have anything in it. So
I'd rather you have dark greens. So look, then you mix all this up.
That looks really good.
With the avocado, it gives a little mash.
Is that a serving for one person?
Yes, for one.
Y'all, that's
so you
a
get
lot
all
of food.
this, watch. So you get all this, and then you can throw, yep, oh, look at y'all putting all this on there.
See?
And then you put a little bit of sauce on the top.
Yep.
Y'all can tell I'm a messy cook, can't you?
Hey,
and then you mix that in.
The good thing is when you cook, you don't have to clean.
Another thing I really like to do with this too, if you want to make, say, 2 servings of it, you can put it in the fridge, and if you want to do like a tortilla or whatever you want, if you do that, if it is in your plan, you can use this as the filler. You can also put this in peppers, bake them, put a little bit. And also too, guys, if you do dairy, you can do some sour cream, a little bit of cheese. I tell people, learn your threshold with it.
Right.
You want to know if you, I'm not against dairy. I think it's a good source of protein in a lot of ways. So, but you need to know like what makes you feel good. If you don't like it, don't put it in there. Same with rice. If the rice, it can like sometimes bother people, you can substitute something else, or you don't have to. Sometimes I don't have it at all. I just do a lot more lettuce.
Yes.
So it just depends.
This is why it's great, and I like it too, because this is one of those meals that you can honestly cook a big thing of, and then you can have it and you cook it different ways.
Well, and the boys, for example, I made theirs a little differently. I did Spanish rice, ground beef, black beans, and then like baked it, and I did put a little queso on it for them.
Yes,
and just made
girl,
it.
yeah.
But they had that for after football, after baseball, and so that was a good filler for the kids. You're still getting protein, you're still getting fiber. My big thing is get the contents that we really want. So your protein, your fiber, some kind of vegetable.
Yeah.
And then you can play around with the other stuff.
And then play around with it. We love it. Again, go to bradygodfrey.com if you want more information. And we made our Spinks question of the day just for you, girls. So y'all go to our Facebook page and let us know if you're having to choose one health food, what is one you really love to eat? So a lot of people are saying like just good chicken.
People love chicken.
You know, chicken's easy.
It's a great protein, and it's easy, and
you can do it in so many different ways. So
many different ways.
Y'all comment, and we'll try to read some of your responses coming up. But Brady, you came on a great day because
thanks for having me.
It is a music-filled Friday.